what he had to say.
In my inaugural speech, I proudly reiterated the fact that Labour was my primary constituency, and it will remain so ever as a governor. I stand by this statement even now and for a long time as I remain in office as the governor of Rivers State. I will not disappoint you. I will continue to govern with the fear of God and carry everyone, including Labour, along. We promise that our government will be Labour friendly. Government to implement necessary measures, including the continuation of the free bus services and the provision of necessary palliative to ameliorate the current hardship faced by ordinary citizens. We are also committed to implementing the increase in the worker salary recently approved by the federal government as soon as possible. The perimeters are made available. We are a listening government, and we have had the common concern and demand of Labour.
All right, so you heard him there. He said his government is a listening government. So what do you think as it relates to minimum wage? Your advice will be for the government. I'd like to hear from you, but generally I'd like to hear what you also think about that promise. One, it's going to be a friendly governor to the civil servants, and two, he's talking about payment of any salary structure that the federal government agrees with Labour on, and that's a scary promise, because I'm thinking, what if they decide to make it 300,000 or 400,000 naira as minimum wage? I know some people are saying it's not feasible, but Labour is insisting, and they're standing on that demand that they want 615,000 naira as minimum wage, which takes us now to, or which would take us now to our second big story. Organised Labour gives federal government May 31 deadline for new minimum wage. Yeah, you heard me right. They even gave a 1 week ultimatum for federal government to reverse the electricity tariff hike, or else there'll be some kind of shutdown. There'll be some kind of some kind of downing of tools. But for the minimum wage, they have given the government up till the end of the month, May 31 to be precise, or else Labour will shut down the economy, will shut down everywhere, and maybe even go on a protest. They, like I already mentioned, are insisting on 615,000 naira as minimum wage. Now, they said they put into consideration the growing inflation, and so they want a minimum wage that would be able to withstand any further increment in inflation for at least the next 1 to 3 years. They put into consideration the petrol situation, the electricity tariff hike. They said they want to be able to afford things, and that's what a worker works for, to be able to earn a living, a good living, not just for him, but for him and his family. But I don't know, I might be one of the people who thinks that this is unrealistic. Like some people have argued, some states are yet to pay this increment. Some states are still paying 18,000 naira as minimum wage. And as sad as it looks, as sad as it sounds, it's happening. I do think I saw someone's credit a lot on social media. I'm not very sure. I've not been able to verify it, because not everything you see on social media you should take hook, line and sinker. However, very paltry sums of money are paid certain people in the northern area of Nigeria as salaries, and we're yet to get that right, and we're talking 615,000 naira. So my question here is really, what's the realistic sum that Labour can demand? Because according to the newspaper, negotiations ended in deadlock, and probably because Labour is insisting 60,000 naira. So what do you think is the right? I'm asking you because I want to have input into that. Somehow the federal here change things, and it's very important we do, because I am looking at the impact of a shutdown in an already bad economy. I mean, we are paying for things at a cutthroat price. Imagine when shut down things, it means that things are bound to skyrocket. And if the federal government decides to also increase the salary in such quantum leaps, so to say, that will also mean inflation may grow in quantum leaps as well. So I really want to get your thoughts on all of this as we open the phone lines in a jiffy. But to my third big story, reports filtering in, and I did call someone from government house, one of the special advisors, and I have been told, is it special assistants now? I can't remember. One of them has just told me that Sokari Goodboy, the member representing Ahoada West at the River State House of Assembly, has been released on bail. I'm yet to get the full details. I'm yet to get all of the details, but that has made it to my, third big story, because I called, like I said, I put a call across to someone, and I think they are in a jubilant mode, or mood rather, jubilant mood. They're jubilating, and I guess the details will filter into the news platforms all across River State. But for now, the report that I'm getting is that Honorable Sokari Goodboy has been released on bail. So I'd like to get your thoughts on that one as well, as we open the phone lines right now. 24 minutes gone past the hour. Remember, we are live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, and we are active on X and interactive as well. Yeah, so let's get your thoughts on all these issues. Number one, the governor has said he will implement any salary structure immediately once agreed upon by the federal government and the other two parties, the private sector and Labour. The second big story is about Labour saying, we no go agree, we die here, and we're insisting on 615,000 naira's minimum wage, and nothing will change our mind. We've done the calculations, and these are the calculations we've done, and based on all of this, we do think that the salary structure, the minimum wage, should be 615. But then there is Labour there's the private sector to consider, there are the states to consider, and I'm wondering if that is feasible. And so I'm throwing the question at you: what should be the feasible amount paid for minimum wage? And like I did say yesterday, for me, I do think that the clamor should not be increment in salaries. I don't know. If I were to be there, maybe that's not what I'll clamor for. What I will clamor for is, let's get the mining sector working, for instance, in the northern part of the country and even the southwestern part of the country. Let's get institutions run and owned by government. Let's get them functional. For instance, the civil servants at the refinery are not working, and yet they are earning. But they can be more productive if, we had those industries running very well. Imagine if we had not just the factories, not just the industries. We had some farming, or something. This will make the civil servants even more productive, and at the same time, what they are being productive about will be very cheap in the marketplace. The prices of things will drop, and as simple as ABC economics, inflation will come down. But what do I know? 08179230002 and 08179230003. And I have 08179230007. Those are the three numbers to call me with, and we would have a solid conversation as it relates to the big stories that have reeled out on the show. All right, so let's get your view on the issues under review. WhatsApp number 0809030616. Right, time for me to go and hear your thoughts. I've got Clinton from Bury. Clinton, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, our governor is saying that he's a listening governor. I want to commend him for that statement. He should listen to us because things are not working well. He said something about paying whatever the federal government decides on. He should look into the 30,000 minimum wage. I don't think the state government is paying that currently in River State.
You don't think so? I thought we settled that issue. Because I spoke with someone from government and they said that issue has been settled.
Okay, they rectified it.
I think so, something like that.
It's all right. Then that money, the amount of money labor is demanding, I will keep on saying this. It is very unrealistic. I am not against labor receiving their money, but given the current state of the economy now, I don't think that it is feasible to pay them that huge amount of money. What I think labor should have done is to for the federal government to fix our refineries. Very, very important, because the price of those items in the market hovers around petroleum products, which is very much on the high side now.
That's an ideal situation, right, Clinton? But right now, what do you think is feasible? What minimum wage is feasible for workers, civil servants, private sector? What is feasible?
If they can get to a figure of about 150,000, 100 to 150,000, I think that is ideal. 100,000 is ideal.
Okay.
So going to 615,000, I want the number of years it will take them to negotiate. And what's about labor is that they are not serious. You will see them now, they are given 31 as deadline. They will still not meet up that deadline and they'll call off their strike.
All right.
So labor, their problem, they've lost their value. Nigeria doesn't have trust them.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Then for Sokari Goodboy,
I've got to go.
I'm very happy that he has been released.
Okay.
For very soon, you hear that he has been suspended by his word.
All right. Thank you very much.
The politics is kind of to play River State.
All right. Gift from Yenegua, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you, Gifts. Let's get your thoughts, please.
Kalada, Dakuruba, Tubo, my brother, good afternoon. Let me contribute like this. Kalada, concerning the release of Sokari Goodboy, these are people that have right to arrest either me or you if we're having challenges or problems. I don't see any reason why somebody will be telling me people are jubilating about what in the first place. If you are arrested, you'll be granted bail either by police or by the law court. Nobody is taking you there like a slaughter that they want to slaughter a ram. No. That is why even when they invited the chief of staff, he ran into government house instead of to go and answer police. But I think he has won. Come and arrest you.
I think he has won a case against that.
No, before this time, those cases. That is what I'm telling you now. That is why people are complaining about Yaya Bello. Even if Yaya Bello has a court order, this running away from justice. You will do something, or allegedly you did something, they will invite you, you will run, or you look for court to help you, like potential injunction that we are talking about. Kalada, I don't welcome it, whether you jubilate from now till tomorrow. The word you use there, the police have granted him bail. That is what you said, that I heard.
And that's what I heard as well.
From whatever thing that led to your arrest. That is the truth.
All right.
They are coming to labor. Labor, they are all jokers. Canada, you watched the video when Obaseki opened that building for them at Edo State. Donated this build just like we did for TUC and Labor in River State. That very day, he used the word that now your new minimum wage is 70,000. Do you know what happened? All the civil servants present there went into gyration, jubilating. Joe Ajero was there, the TUC president, Osifotu was there. They clapped hands. And now you are coming to play politics with the one of federal government. That's 615,000. What are you contributing to this country? You are receiving salary, others are not working, and each time they increase your salary, it is affecting ordinary men and women of Nigeria that does not have any job, anything doing. Because the market woman will be rejoicing that, okay, how many are they? 615,000. Nobody will pay them. Even 150,000, no way.
All right.
Either the 70 or highest 100,000.
All right.
These people should go and relax.
All right.
This politics, Joajero and his likes are playing. Enough is enough.
All right.
Thank
you, Gift. I've got Zion from GRA. Zion Walker, but it's on your mind. I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, Mr. Zion, thank you very much.
All right.
Canada. For Governor Sim Fubara promises, I will also urge him to go beyond just civil servants.
Okay.
Beyond just civil servants.
Okay.
Civil servants are just a microscopic view of the population of the rivers people. Yes, his watering gifts will go a long way to cushion the effects of the economy. But what about those who are not members of labor, who are not civil servants? The governor, yes, I think it should be tomorrow, he will be rolling out the microfinance scheme which he promised. But I don't know the capture limit. It should go beyond that. River State will have billions of naira. You should consider the small-scale industry, consider the farmers, consider the entertainment sector, consider the fashion sector, consider the fishermen. These are segments. If we can meet to this segment, I'm not talking about the loan is giving, because a large number of people don't have access to that loan, which wants to commission or flag off tomorrow. We are looking at the total protection of the rivers people. And we also need more buses for the free, if not for free scheme transportation, a subsidized transportation for rivers people, buses and taxis and speedboats, so that at least the rivers people can say beyond just politics, we have a governor that is standing for us. For the labor demand of the increment of salary, to me, I look at it as these are people who don't love this country. Anybody asking for the increment of salary at a time like this is just inimical to the people.
All right.
Don't forget, the day you increase the salary of workers, that day price and commodities will also increase in the market. And you find out that the amount you are paying will not even be reflected in their lives.
All right, then.
What about those who are not civil servants to be receiving this minimum wage?
All right.
What will be their outcome?
All right, thank you, Zion. Zion, I've got to go. I've got Alozie from Omuma. Alozie, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you, please.
Good afternoon, one of the people.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome.
One of the people, the governor said his administration will remain self-servant friendly. For me, it is very glaring in this state that the governor, upon assumption of office in past year, he has prioritized the welfare of the civil servants. Canada, for 8 years in the previous administration, promotion was not conducted, other remuneration and gratuities was denied for the civil servants. So I commend him for, putting smile in the face of the civil servants. The promotion and the 100,000 naira he gave to the civil servants and December celebration and all the rest. So Canada, where I'm concerned this evening is Labour still insisting on 615k minimum wage. Canada, that is absolutely unrealistic. Canada, simple economics tells us that when you have money, when there is excess money in the system, the demand for people to purchase things will increase. And when the demand to purchase something will increase and the production and other things are not there, automatically inflation will go towards, even without what you cannot even get anything to buy. I think Labour should look into other variables to ask the federal government to see some things which is obvious for us that is causing the inflation we are having today. That should be the approach of Labour. Not about the living wage, not this minimum wage that for me is unrealistic. Thank you, Alozie.
All right, thank you very much. JAJ from Port Harcourt Township, welcome. What is on your mind?
Canada, I greet you this evening.
Okay.
Or this afternoon.
Afternoon it is. Welcome.
Canada.
Yeah?
When I say Sokari, you say Goodboy. Sokari.
Are you serious right now, JJ? Are you serious right now,
You have
JJ?
not listened to any rap music before.
I have.
Somebody asked, why are we happy?
Yeah.
See, we are happy because they are victims of circumstance. They are heroes of democracy. Be it Eze Martin and Sokari Goodboy. They were on their own when a certain chairman from a certain local government in this river state brought police from nowhere. I don't know when local government chairman has become IG of police. I don't know when it becomes DIG and all those, pointing at who they should arrest, for goodness sake. And these people, they thought that they would just
but JJ, you don't have to be the IGP to raise a petition, I guess.
No, not petition. I'm talking about who is pointing to the police. Arrest this.
Based on petition, I believe. I mean,
which petition?
Oh, anyways, go ahead with your thoughts.
Petition against him.
Go ahead with your thoughts.
Can I ask you this question, like our people will always ask? Can the cockroach be innocent in the garden of house? That Edison Ayer said, I don't want to be involved in the impeachment of the governor. Suddenly, the same person you went to his local government and praised him to high heaven becomes a criminal. And suddenly, he was declared wanted and all those, but thank God for the judiciary, he's been set free. Some people are also languishing in Kuje prison right now for what they don't know. You just want them to just make confessional statements that they knew everything, so they should just rub it in. Is that how we should live as a society? Is that how we grow society, for goodness sake? And today, Sokari Goodboy is out, and somebody is saying we shouldn't be happy. Die at the throw party now, even the throw party.
All right.
So for me, conclusively, on labor and minimum wage, I can tell you, I don't know, but this is from me, not from the governor of River State. The minimum wage shouldn't be more than 50,000 naira because we are following it sequentially.
But you know, you follow now, JJ. Pause now. You follow the governor, and the governor made a categorical statement yesterday.
The governor said that if the federal government has put a minimum wage, it will be among the first to pay.
And that's what I'm saying. So if now you're saying that you're saying it shouldn't be more than 50,000. What if the governor and rather the government at the federal level decides an agreement with labor somewhere around 200,000 or 300?
If I want to follow what has been happening, it will be more than 50,000.
All right, then. All right, JJ. Thank you very much. And please do well to let me connect to... connection lost there. I was hoping, JJ, if you can hear me, that you would connect the show with Sokari Goodboy so we can talk with him tomorrow and, get some of the details of, that arrest or so. 92.3 Nigeria Info. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Canada?
Yeah, Canada it is. What's your name?
Yeah, Frank calling from Ahoada.
All right, fine from Ahoada. Welcome. What's on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, Canada, I'm the first time caller.
Okay, you're a first time caller. Welcome. Oh, I don't even have a bell, but welcome on the show. It's good to have you on the show. Yeah, it's good to have you on the show. Welcome.
Concerning labor application for new minimum wage of 615,000 naira. I think it is a relative, commensurable relative. Commensurable in the sense that civil service is the engine room of the economy. I tend to wonder when people say, what is the contribution to the economy? Nowadays, a professor today, up to 2010, cannot count on a civil servant a significant inch or become a medical doctor. You are a product of the Nigerian economy is concerned. You are an engineer, you're a product of the civil servant. You are a college, you're a product of the civil servant. So civil service is the engine room economy. So they deserve as much as they can and as much as they can achieve it. They deserve at the minimum wage for the economy. So they are entitled to whatever. But however, my contribution is this and my suggestion is this. We have to, maintain moderation no matter how it could be. Thank you very much. All
right, thank you very much, Jan. Fine. Yeah, first time caller. Thank you for calling in. I hope you call in again, and so we can have conversations for development. But I've got Chucks from Port Harcourt. Welcome. What is on your mind?
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Concerning the government issue, my brother, I'm not happy
about one of your callers.
No. We don't do that here, please. We just go to your point, please.
The governor, I expected him yesterday to announce how much he will pay.
Okay.
To the civil servant. He didn't make any pronouncement. Here that is 100 million. The population that we are there yesterday, he started to distribute that money. Maybe some of them will collect 20,000, maybe 30,000 each. That is not money. You understand? Look at the governor. He's not the governor in the same country we are. I think 70,000, 5,000. Look at the state governor. The same thing. What is stopping our governor to say this how much we pay?
So you're saying he should imitate what is being done in other areas?
There is hunger in the country, my brother. This loan is in now. To me, I don't like it. It's supposed to be grant. I asked one of the people that's in charge of the loan, one of their sisters, see that 90 points, okay, 93.7, it's one of their sister stations. I asked him a question. If I'm to collect 500,000, how much will I pay? He said 500,000 in 6 months, I will pay 411,000. I said, wow, it will be very hard in this period for somebody to meet up, because in the last administration, it was a grant. I benefited 300,000. I'm telling you, that should be, I think it was 219. I think benefited 260. And in past administration, that one it should be, okay, that was 100,000. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Yes, of weekly government, 216 and 219.
So what's your point?
So what I'm trying to say now, and now allocation has increased. The governor should be limited to less people. I don't like that law because see, I'm telling you, many people will not need to pay that law.
All right then.
So the governor will have more allocation now. It has increased. Let him follow this and give us grant, not loan.
All right, thank you very much, Chalks. I've got to go. Grant, you said. Christian from Bonny Island could not wait. But let's focus on messages on WhatsApp. I'll branch Facebook shortly. Chisom from Omagua says, the governor cannot pay that amount. It's just chest beating. They should try to stabilize the prices of goods in the market. They would make life easier, not face values, but declining intrinsic value. All right, let's read some more messages on WhatsApp. Just give me a minute. I want to use the tab instead. And this one says, all right, for some reason, I think the tab is not connected to the Wi-Fi. All right, I just go back to, let's see. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. Sometimes I wonder what has happened to employment into the state civil service the governor initiated earlier. The governor is gradually losing the love and support of the youths. Mike from Thai. Maybe something is happening about that. And then from Sokari, Goodboy released on bail. Please, did they tell us the crime they charged him to court for labor? These guys have more jokes than our comedian. Or comedians, I believe you meant to say. Funny people. Look how DSCP will come to Nigeria and increase the quota price. Is that not Labor's work to protest? In the past, Ministry of Work used to construct roads in Nigeria. Now they just use their pen to make noise. For Fubara, what if the federal government pays 35,000 minimum wage, so Rivers State can pay 160,000 naira? He's asking. But I've got Muriel from Okrika. Muriel, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Thank you, KDB. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, KDB, I want to start from thanking God that Sokari good news is out. And I would say that all damages, needs to be paid in full to him. And for labor, trust me, they know themselves that their demands are unrealistic. They know. And I think they are the ones that are really truncating the hope of the ordinary civil servant, honestly. So the more they linger and the more they insist on this 650,000, the more federal government continues to not to agree with them. They will never, don't agree. In fact, they will continue to ask until this administration will end. The next one will begin. They know that no administration will accept to pay this amount. So please, let them go back to the round table. Go back and
but they are on Muriel, they are on the round table, and they are saying we no go agree 615,000 it must be, or we go on strike May 31. So I mean, think of it from that angle as well.
Trust me, KDB, if they not let them go on strike for 1 year, federal government will not accept. It's too much. Even if federal government decides to say, okay, let's pay. Trust me, states will struggle. Even a state government that is ready to pay, it will not be easy. Do you know the level of how many levels at level 16 now? The ordinary civil servant is earning even more than 300,000. You multiply by what salary? Which state will be able to pay? So please, they should come down and stop punching our hope on the wall. Because the more it sees, the more it will not. The federal government will not agree. I know they will not agree. In the next 10 years, except a miracle happens in Nigeria. So please, let's be realistic.
All right, thank you very much. I've got David from Oigbo. David, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
All right, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
For me, I think the 615,000, if you look at it from a perspective of how much our politicians go home with, you look at how many billions and millions of dollars they keep stealing every day. So it absolutely makes sense to an extent. But if we try to be rational as human beings, I think 200,000 should be okay.
200,000, you said?
Yes. Because you look at the cost of things in the market. A civil servant, somebody who is working, you should be able to feed your family. You should be able to pay school fees. So I think 200,000 is okay, and they can pay it. It's not as if they don't want to. They can't pay it. But the idea is they don't want to. But I strongly believe that they can.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much, David. Now I want to read messages, so I'm just going to focus on the messages right now. I've got a couple of messages here on WhatsApp. This one says, Chief K, greetings. Okay, I think that's an old message. Is it just coming in right now? The governor is indeed a listening governor. I think the issue of the 30,000 minimum wage has been settled by the federal government. This government is peopled. I don't get that part, but you talked about it. I think after the people's conscience, something like that. And then you say, good to hear that Sokari Goodboy has been released, but the question is, what was his offense? Like I said, the story is filtering into the news space. As it comes in, we will tell you. This one says, I don't see anything special Governor Sim has done for the workers in Rivers State besides the last December 100,000 Naira Christmas bonus, because practically today in Rivers State there has been no wage award, no pensions being paid, no employment for Rivers people. It's no different from Wike. They are all politicians. It's a pity our people can see this clearly. Henry from Port Harcourt. Do you agree with Henry? Do you agree with Henry there? Please help me remind the governor of wage awards before minimum wage. Biasa State are paying wage awards for civil servants. Please help us beg the governor. I mean, you can beg him yourself, right? This one says, good afternoon, Kalada. I think the worst thing that happened to River State civil servants was the ex-governor. Governor Sim Fubara has started well by promoting and paying, but he should also remember that a 35,000 palliative is not paid till now and should do something about it. Odimegu Sonny Didia from Omerelu. So one person, Henry, said he has not really done anything. Odimegu says, he has promoted, but he should also do more. All right, so what's your take on that? This one says, Labour is doing too much. Everything is hard right now. For me, I think they should worry the government about our refineries. We have so many things that they can worry the government about, and everything will come down in this country. Good afternoon, Church Ill from Omagua. This is something is telling me that if they can allow Sim to govern the state peacefully for the first 4 years, Rivers people will not forget him in a hurry because he is ready to work. I am reacting on Governor Fubara promises to pay any minimum wage FG agrees on. Hannah, thank you very much and greetings to you as well. And this one says, good afternoon, Mr. Carl. My name is Frank from Awari. For your topic this afternoon, I think you meant, Government should cut the cost of governance from all political leaders. 615,000 is even small. They can pay it. There is money in this country. Okay, if you say so. Remember, when that law is made, it will affect also the private sector. So companies would have to pay the minimum wage or risk being shut down, or their owners taken to courts, to jail, right? So these are the issues. This one says, those who are kicking against huge increment are not doing well. They're busy talking about inflation. I want Canada, even as the federal government is here to increase. You want what? You didn't say what you want. But are we not facing these economic realities? Are we not experiencing inflation? Okay, I think you said you want to know, even as the federal government is yet to increase, are we not facing the economic realities? Are we not experiencing inflation? Okay. This one says, good day, Mr. Kalada Koru Basketball. Governor Fubara short civil servants to pay the minimum wage approved by the federal government and Labour. This is quite commendable. Governor Fubara's administration is a listening and friendly government. Labour demands 615,000. That's not realistic. Let Labour rethink their demand on Attack Clinton West with that one. I do have a commercial coming up shortly in a bit. So I probably would have to step on the brakes now. When I do come back, I'll read some more messages as I see them. I read some more messages. Where is it now? But on Facebook, I've got a couple of messages. I'm going to try to read some of them. On Facebook, Newton Ikira says, Organised Labour gives federal government May 31 deadline for new minimum wage. Not again. And then he uses the crying emoji. And Stella Dogubo says, yeah. Jonah Alaminji Pikina Makri says, good afternoon, Mr. KDB. It's indeed a welcome development. I really commend Governor Fubara for his kind gesture towards the engine room of government, that civil servants, without these civil servants, the government cannot run effectively. Thank you, Rivers 001. Lebari Penu says, he just greets.
Please listen to this announcement. The Rivers State Internal Revenue Service wishes to notify the general public and the good people of Rivers State that Brilliant Ideas Services is not a revenue